Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
So now we're going to do a how to play and playthrough of Disney's Space Mountain game. And it says All Systems Go by Ravensburger. And this is ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 players. It doesn't have a playing time, but if you play, depending on the number of players, and you play the long version of the game, probably take about 30 minutes, if not more.
Probably.
So now we're going to go over setup first, and then I'll go over the rules.
Okay.
So you'll have the board here. You'll assemble these different spaceports, and they're pretty easy. Now you won't be able to get them back in the box, so you'll have to unassemble them. So they go like this. They slide in. And if you look at the outline of the spaceport, you'll see that they kind of glow a certain color. So this is it's kind of glowing purple there on the edge. It's kind of hard to make out. But they go over into these holes here. There's 4 holes, and you'll see that our version, at least, they don't really fit in. In addition, you're going to be putting your rockets. Each player is going to choose a spaceport that matches their color. So I'm red, so I go here, and I have to face my rocket one of 4 directions. You can't face them diagonal. And that's because we're going to be moving to complete 5 missions. So I wanted to show you that the spaceports are like this, but when you land on them, you're going to be knocking them over. So they say you don't have to play with them. So I'm going to take them off and put them right here. But I wanted to show you that if you do play with them, keep in mind that you're probably going to have a hard time putting your rockets underneath the spaceports, and they're going to fall over. The next thing is you're going to be putting these tokens, which you're going to, they're called these are Starport tokens. Mm-hmm. So there's 5 of them, 1 for each color. You'll see here's the red, the blue, the green, the brown, I guess, or orange. Maybe it's orange, and purple. The color that a player selects, they'll flip over to this side, which will say approved for travel. That means that if you discover a token, an encounter token, sometimes you'll be forced to move to a starport, and you can pick whatever starport that you're approved to travel to. In addition, when you pass into a starport, you'll be able to have approved travel during the game. So right now, though, I'm approved for the red one because that's where my red rocket ship is, and Julie's approved for her blue. And we have a token for the other 4, and all we have to do is land on it or pass through it to get approved for those spaceports as well. Now you'll see that there are 5 decks that are labeled A, B, C, D, and E. These are the 5 missions that we have to complete. If you play the full game, we also have to get approved travel for all 5 spaceports. So you give each player an A, a B, C, D, and E randomly, and there's Julie's right here on her camera. And so the encounter token, she has to encounter specifically a satellite or any of the other types, which I'll show you in a moment. And she'll put these markers on it to show that when she's encountered, that means she's landed on it or passed through it, she marks it as that part complete. So she has her 5 and our 5 spaceports. Now we are going to play the shorter version of the game. And you'll see the other ones that you can find, the other encounter tokens. You'll see that they're asteroids, planets, satellites, and comets, and then any item, it's called, that's basically, you can use it for any of the 4 or the wild. And then you'll see there's a return to starport token. So when you land on that, you immediately go to a starport token that you're approved to travel. Now there's 2 rules to remember that when you do go to a starport through that encounter token or move through a wormhole, at the end of the wormhole or in that starport token, you can face your ship, your rocket, any direction. So if I land or move on to this, I must go all the way to the end of that wormhole. And then when I get to the end, I can face my rocket any way I want. And you're going to see that we're going to be moving 2 spaces every turn, no matter what we roll on these dice. Even if I have 1 movement left, my movement ends on that wormhole at the end of it, and I point my rocket ship any direction I want. In addition, if I flip up a token here, and it tells me to return to a starport, right now I can only go to the red. When I go there, I point my rocket ship any direction I want. Keep in mind that it's hidden for now, but when somebody encounters it, all players know what it is, and then any player in the future will know that's maybe a spot they want to go to. To mark off something like I need a comet here, I just need to land on an encounter token that's a comet, pass through it, or land on it. So we have our 5 starport here, the one that we have permission approved for travel. We have our 5 mission cards. We have our tokens here to mark when we're completing them. We place the encounter tokens randomly on the board. And now we have these 3 dice. And we have this fuel marker. So you'll have to put this together as well. And you start on the 6. So this is the push your luck aspect of the game. Anytime an orange die is rolled, you move the fuel down. And this applies to everybody who uses the same marker. Now this is hard to move here, so a young person will not be able to move this on their own. So if this is rolled, 2 blue and an orange, we'll be at 5 fuel. All players currently in the game will have 5 fuel. If, for instance, I rolled 3 orange on the next turn, we'd all be down to 2. If at any time it gets down to 1 when they're rolled, that means anybody who's still exploring loses all progress on their mission cards. So that's the push your luck aspect. Let's say I have completed this one, but I had tokens here, and you have to complete these in order. Let's say I have D done already. I can't flip over D until I've completed B and C. But let's say I push my luck too far and I run out of fuel. Well, I lose all progress on my missions, even the one that's completed. So that's where you got to be careful. Pushing your luck too far, you lose all your tokens. But you would not have to redo a mission that's completed. So to complete a mission, I have to find a comet and any one other token. It could be an asteroid, a planet, a satellite, or a comet. And how do I complete it? When I decide I'm going to end the round and refuel, that means I'm not going to continue. Let's say I didn't want to push my luck. It's already at 2. Julie's going to keep on going. I take my rocket ship off. I put it on any mission card, doesn't matter. And then I complete that mission, and Julie would keep on going. Now, Julie would, if she was to keep on going, she would roll the dice, and she would be in danger of running out of fuel and losing her progress. So that's to push your luck. It always restarts to 6. There'll be 1 active player in the game. You take turns being the active player, and that person will drop the dice. Go ahead and drop it on camera there. And so we got a blue and 2 orange. Let me lower that a little bit. It's a little bright.
Okay.
A little too much. There we go.
Why you didn't? I was just had a quick question again.
Yeah.
When you turned your thing over, now your pink ship is off on the side.
Well,
so
it
does
just
your pink
means.
ship have to go back on the pink, or can it go anywhere?
Oh, that's a good point. But let me explain the dice first.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's a good question because I need to cover that. All right, so that means Julie would carry out those 3 dice, and if she pushed her luck too far, she might run out of fuel and lose her progress. Now, how do we read these dice here? There are 2 ways to. There's 2 ways you move. You either move straight, or you take turns. And I'll show you here on the little box. So on the rule book. So a younger person will probably need to refer to this. You're always moving 2 spaces. So if the 2 arrows that go in one direction are rolled, right here, you're going to go 2 spaces straight. If you land on a wormhole or you're about to pass through it, you take the wormhole and you lose your remaining movement, as I've mentioned. So when you're turning, you go 1 space forward and either turn to the right or the left 1 more space. You never move diagonal. So this is where you can kind of plan ahead with the dice. Now, what Julie was asking is an excellent question. When all players refuel, or they run out of fuel the next round, they can start on any starbase that they have a flight approval. Oh. Right now it's red. I have to go to red. You got to go to blue. But let's say I had purple. Mm-hmm. I can go to purple or red, and if I were to get the return to Starport token, I can go to red or purple because those are the ones I have approval for.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right now we only have approval for
the pink and blue.
The pink. So say this was rolled. I have to go forward 2, 1, 2. And by the way, we can share the same space and we can pass through each other. And then this is a turn, I would go forward, and I would turn left into here and encounter this token, which I would flip up, and I would hopefully be able to use it for one of my missions. I know about it, whatever it gets there, I'll be able to use. And I build it, but obviously I want to try to complete mission A before I do the other ones. And then I would go 2 forward again. Now you can wrap around the board. So if I go off the edge, if I go 2 more again, 1, you just got to keep track of your column here. I would go right here. And it wraps around to the, on all edges it will wrap around. Okay. On here are the tokens for the other 2 players that we're not playing with, and the other Starport tokens.
Okay.
Now let me show you the variations that you can play. By the way, in case you're going to look at the rule book here, the setup instructions are confusing because it tells you place your rocket on a starport, but it shows here that red, blue, and purple are not on starports. So that's a misprint on the setup right there. Green is shown correctly starting on the starport. The other 3 colors are not. Mm. And then it talks about here in the rule book about active player, and then it says all players who are active. It's very confusing. All that means is that somebody's going to take charge of dropping the dice in the dice tower, okay? And then you must decide before you roll the dice again, are you going to end and refuel, the meaning that you're not pushing your luck anymore, or are you going to roll the dice and check to see if you're out of fuel and then move your rocket? So that's where some players might decide not to push their luck and they end their turn, and other players are continuing to play. Now let me show you the optional rules. Here are the alternative rules, and we're going to do it a little differently because this game can go pretty long when you're trying to complete all 5 starports. Normally we have to get approval by moving onto it or through all 5 starports and complete all 5 missions. What we're going to do, we're going to play the first one to complete 5, whether it's a combination of missions and starports for a shorter game. So I could complete 3 of these, and we'll say that our first one doesn't count, okay? So actually we'll say it's 6. So we have to complete, I can complete 5 and 1 more, well that would be 6, yeah. 5 and that starport's already done. Or I can play 3 cards and 2 more starports. So we just need to complete a combination of starports and mission cards as long as we have 6. And we already have 1 done, so we need 5 more. Okay. The game does say you could play a shorter game by doing 3 or 4 missions. And it also says do not pass out the starport tokens. But we are going to play with the starport tokens because at least we want to show you the full rules. We're just going to play a shorter version. All right, so Julie will go first.
I just put your pink ship on there. I just didn't know which way.
Yeah, I'm going to go that way. The reason I'm going to go this way is because there's a chance a turn will be rolled, and a turn will be rolled for Julie. Okay, so here we go.
Oh, that's not good.
All right, so what I'm going to have to do now, 2 orange were rolled.
Yeah.
So we go down 2 fuel. Now we're at 4. Now we know we're going to get another turn. Well, actually, next turn, it's possible to roll a 3 green dice. We might lose our progress. So somebody may want to end their turn this turn. So I'm going to take it out so that way we don't have to keep on looking at the dice tower here. we're going to be turning. So to help someone who has trouble turning, you can mark this here to help them. I'm going to go here. This is simultaneous. So this is the die we carry out first. So I'm going to flip this up, and I have a planet. So I could mark off the planet all the way over here, but I'd rather do the question mark here so I can complete mission A first. Which way are you going to go? That's why I put the check marks there for you. So Julie's going to go there, and go ahead and flip it up. And you got a planet as well. Now make sure you're pointing your rocket in the right way. Okay, so you're covering up. You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to change this here.
Oh, all right.
We're gonna do it live, like a famous broadcaster said once, but not said it in a
Very nasty words.
Using more colorful metaphor. Okay, so Julie decided to mark off a wild. I did as well. So now we're going to carry out the next die. So Julie, you'll be able to go here or here, and I'm going to go right there. Right. You got to take out both check marks.
Oh.
And I went there already. Now we go straight to. So I passed through this one. Now, if it's a return to Starport, I might not go anywhere. Oh, it's an asteroid. So I moved through it. Hang on, let me mark it here. I'm going to do the wild on B. You go 1, 2. And you got an asteroid as well. You're going to mark off B as well? Okay. All right. Now we have a decision to make. It's possible to get 3 orange. In fact, if you look at the odds on the dice, there are, wow, there's 3 orange. Is there 3 orange on? Oh, not all dice are the same. Interesting. I haven't analyzed this yet. There's 3 orange. This die has a 50% chance of getting an orange. This die has a 33% chance, 2 out of 6. And this one has also a 2 in 6 chance. So one die is more likely to a 50% chance of getting orange. Now, do you want to stop and keep your progress, or do you want to keep on going?
I'm going to keep on going.
I want to keep on going too. So Julie's going to drop the dice. See if you can drop it from the side so you can see it drop in, honey. Yeah, there you go. Well, we're safe. We're not going to get another orange. All right, so we got all blue. Now we're taking them off, keeping them in the same order. So we're going straight, straight. We're going straight. So let me do mine first because I'm going to wrap around. 1, we're doing this die. See, I'm getting confused. 2. Now you might think, oh, I'm on a wormhole. No, it has to be an exit and enter point. Okay, now we're going to go 2 again. Your turn. And then I go 2, so I discover another spot, and I return to Starport. Bummer. I could encounter it again. All right, we have a decision again. I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
You're going to stop too?
Yeah.
So we keep our progress. Let's say we would have gone again. What would have happened? Would we have gotten 3 orange? Let's find out. Nope, we wouldn't have. We would have been okay.
Yeah, we should have done it.
Well, you could have done it.
You chickened out too.
Yeah, but see, I got back to the Starport, and I didn't want to deal with it. I'm looking ahead here. I need a comet and a satellite. I don't see any.
Yeah, I need a satellite too.
I'm gonna point up this way for next round.
Okay.
Which, when you go back to blue, which way are you gonna go?
I have to go back to blue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go this way.
Okay, that's a good spot for you. I'm gonna reset.
Okay.
And then I would be the active player. I'd be dropping the dice, but Julie's gonna continue to do it. Okay, let me switch cameras. Go ahead. So next round, we have 6 fuel, so we have no danger of busting. So we went down 1. And so that means we'll be okay next turn too. It's not possible to use 4 fuel.
Yeah.
So we are turning. So you're going to be going here or here. I go, boom, I'm going to go that way. Okay. And then I go to, I got here, asteroid again. So that means I'll complete this one. And you go to, in your T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, satellite.
Oh, I need that. Do I get it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you just have to pass through it or land on it. So Julia's completed this car, but she has to decide to refuel and not continue pushing her luck. Then she can complete that one. But right now, we're dropping the dice again. But we have no danger.
Did we go 3 things already?
Did we?
We only went 2 things.
Was it there? Was it a blue?
We didn't do blue yet.
Okay. I hope I didn't mess that up. All right, so I hit 2. 1, 2. I think it was a straight one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have permission to land on that blue. And you go 2, so you're wrapping around. 1, 2. All right, so now we're going to drop the dice again. So even if we got 3 orange,
yeah, we'd still be okay.
We drop down to 2, so we can definitely go again.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, boogers.
2 orange.
Yeah.
All right, so if you decide to push your luck, you definitely, if we got 2 more orange next round, this might be the last round for us until we refuel. Keep in mind that you don't lose your progress on spaceports if you bust. You only lose your progress on your cards.
Yeah.
All right, so we're turning. So you'll be either going here or here, but you'll be able to discover that.
Okay.
And I can get that planet. Yeah, I'm going to get the planet, even though I'm completing mission C. So Julie turned. What did you get? A comet. You're working on your B mission.
Don't I shoot all the way over now?
Oh yeah, you do. So now, at the end of the wormhole, which way do you want to face? I would face straight down. Yeah, that's a good move. Okay, now we're going to be turning again. So you're either going to end up here or here.
Okay.
And I'm going through the wormhole, and I will face forward. I don't even get to complete my turn, but when I end at the wormhole, I get to face any direction I want. Okay, so which direction are you going?
That way, then maybe I can get
That's
the
not
purple.
possible.
No?
You got to turn to the right or left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I can finish this one too.
Wow, so you have 2 missions to finish.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now we're going straight 2. I'll do mine first. Another planet. I don't need another planet. And then you go 1, 2.
Where is this?
You go back to port, starport. So you go back to blue.
To blue.
Yep. Which direction you want to face?
I want to go this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
And I'm done.
I'm not going to push my luck either. I don't still have any missions completed, but Julie has 2 completed. So she turns those cards over. She can complete more than 1. And she has 1, 2, 3 things completed. I have only 2 things completed because we're playing the optional rule where we're only completing 6 things. Now, because we decided to refuel, we can start at any starport. I could start on blue or red. Julie has to start on blue. And I need an asteroid, but I also need comets. I think no, because I'll hit the wormhole. I'm just going to go right here. You can start in the same space.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to, let me reset the fuel.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Whoopsie. There we go.
Okay, so we did use 1 fuel up.
Yeah.
Down to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going straight 3 times. So I go 1, 2, I got an asteroid. I completed mission C, but I have to complete A and B first.
Yeah.
You go 2 forward. Okay, I go 2 forward again. You wrap around 1. You're right here.
Thank you.
And I go 2 forward again, and you go 2 forward. Oh, you're on a wormhole. And so you may want to face that wow there, because even if you're turning or going forward, you're going to encounter it.
Yeah.
And here we go. Go ahead and drop the dice again. Okay, so we used up another fuel. It is possible next turn that we could get 3 orange.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're turning. Let me do mine first. Boom, boom. Ah, I got my comet.
Yay!
And you go, you're going to get that wow, but you're going to turn into this one or this one.
Okay.
Now,
Oh, wait. Actually, I'm going to go this way.
you want to get a starport.
Yeah.
You remember you're turning left to right. You're better off going here.
Okay.
Get another tile.
All right. And then
Now
I
you
get-
may wonder. So some people are wondering, why am I putting these check marks here? It's because young people or those with a moderate cognitive disability,
That's me.
some people might not realize that we play a lot of games to help Julie with her memory and keep her mind skills up. But she has trouble with spatial reasoning at times. So that's why you see, when we played this the first time, it was very frustrating for Julie, or anybody that has trouble with spatial reasoning, to go with the left and rights and knowing that you go 1 space forward and then you turn into that space. So that's why you're seeing me do that. And you can do that for a younger person too that might have trouble with it. All right, so you did mark off over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we go forward 2. Yeah, you're going to get another one. Another comet. You're almost done with C.
Yeah.
C is for cookie. All right, so then I go here. You wrap around. Right?
Yeah.
All right, now we got to decide if we're going to keep on going.
I'm going to stop.
I'm going to stop too, because I don't want to risk all this progress
Heck
I've
no,
lost.
I wouldn't either.
So I'm going to start off. I still need a satellite.
But I'd have to go all the way back up to the top, wouldn't I?
I'm going to go here.
Right?
What do you mean?
If I stop, I have to go all the way back to the top again? I mean, I have to go back to my blue thing?
Yeah, do you want to keep on going?
I'm going to keep going.
Okay, so then I'm moving my rocket ship off the board, and Julie's going to keep on going. So Julie's pushing her luck.
Oh, boogers. Yes.
Had to have some liquid refreshment. All right, so you went down 1 fuel, so you're okay.
Yeah, but I'm still going to miss that. Darn it.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah, true.
Well, you're turning. Let me show you where you're going.
Okay, I appreciate that.
There or there. You don't need another
Oh, I guess I could
asteroid.
Yeah, I guess.
Might as well. Remember, you can complete cards or
That's right.
starports the way we're playing the game.
Do it on this one.
Okay, you're turning. You're turning again. All right, so that's where you're going.
Yep.
Now you're turning again. Well, you're going to go back to star base right here, no matter what.
All right.
So you got to go back to blue.
All right. I'm done.
You're not going to push your luck anymore.
No.
Okay, now I got to decide. Now I'm completing my mission A.
I'm going to go up this way.
I still haven't finished B, but C is done, but I got to complete B first.
I'm gonna go
And so I need a satellite. I'm going to start where you are too.
Okay.
And now I reset the fuel. And here you go. Well, let me show it on camera. All right. We went down one fuel. We are moving together.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. We go forward 2. Now we're turning. And we'll be turning again after that. I'm going to turn. If I go this way, I'll be facing this way. I'm going to go here. I can encounter that on the next turn. Is that where you want to go with me?
Sure.
Okay. So now we're going to turn again, and we encounter this together. Oh, we both got a satellite. So my B and C is done. I need only one more card or one more one starport. You have 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it.
You need 2 more. If once you complete that 1, 2, 3, 4. See if you can get to some star bases. Or starports, I should say. Hang on. Okay, so we went down 1 fuel. We could bust next turn if we get 3 orange. We're going straight 6 times. We're sticking together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We both got an asteroid. Might as well go for D in case. You gonna push your luck?
Nope.
I'm not either because I have too much done. Let's see what would have happened. Go ahead and drop it. Let's see if we would have. Oh, we would have been okay.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
So I completed B and C. I need 1 more to go on our short version because we said 6 things. I have 2 starports and 3 missions done. I need one more of. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You need 2 more things, but you're almost done with this one. And the rules say that if there's multiple people that finish the objectives, if 2 or more players win on the same turn, the player closest to the active player clockwise wins. Okay. Reset the fuel.
You have to put your ship back.
If I can get to a starport, I'll be done. Maybe I can get to this orange one. Let's go that way. Yeah, it's not a bad idea for you as well. Okay, go ahead. Wow, 2 orange. Okay, we're on the 4 fuel. And we're going to be turning. You can get a planet if you want. So can I. I'll get a planet. All right, there we go. We're going to be turning again. I can get at that starport. I'm going to turn here. Yeah. So, and then you can go towards the starport. You can get that starport too, or get an asteroid. Okay. Okay, then we move forward 2. 1, 2. And that's it. Now, here's the thing though. I'm going to stop. I'm done. Because I have the 6 that we said going for. You can still complete a 6 and we tie.
I'm done.
Then you lose. You can keep on going, is my point. Otherwise you lose. So keep on going. All right, you're down to 2 fuel. Because I'm going to win unless you can get to. Well, you return to starport. So you can go to orange and try to get to that purple, maybe, or get to the green, because you have blue and orange travel rights. Which one do you want to go to? Okay, stop. Which you want to go to, orange or blue?
Orange.
Okay. Now we do the next die. You can face any direction you want. That would take you back again. I guess you're going to go forward too? Mm-hmm. Okay, 1, 2. You go 2 again, you get an asteroid.
Which one's that one? Okay, thank you.
Okay, you got to keep on pushing your luck, see what happens. Ah, you got lucky. You're going forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push your luck again. This is why we play with less objectives, because it can be very hard to get to the starports when you want to. So Julie busted. She lost all progress, but she tried anyway in order to try to catch up to me. So that was an abbreviated version of Space Mountain game. All systems go. Full game would be getting all 5 starports and all 5 missions. Mm-hmm. But we found that it can go real long, especially when you have to get to that last starport. So that's why we played that version.
Yep.
But the rules are the same regardless if you play with less missions and starports or not. All right, so thanks for watching, and please check out our review.
Thanks. I'll see you guys later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.